Hi, I'm Malka.
And I'm Tzvi.
In this week's Torah portion, Parshat, we learn about the classic quintessential Jewish mitzvah of giving tzedakah, gifts of charity or free loan to the poor and needy. The Rambam, a Jewish sage from the 12th century, writes that it's important to give tzedakah a little bit every day versus one large lump sum once in a while. The reason for this is that when we do something every day, it becomes a habit. And the Torah is trying to teach us that it's really important to make giving a habit. And we learn from this that the focus isn't just on the recipient of the funds, but also on the giver and the act of giving itself. And we can apply this to our everyday relationships.
Absolutely, especially between spouses. In the beginning of the relationship, everybody knows it's easy. We're almost kind of forced to give, to be respectful and nurturing and loving towards our spouse because we're so enamored by them. But as time goes by, the resentment builds up, and the spouse usually holds back or begins holding back from being loving towards the other, waiting for the other party to initiate, to kind of earn their trust, earn their love before they can give. So comes along the mitzvah and tzedakah and says, wait a second, one party is totally independent of the other party. And we can be givers irrespective of what the other party does or doesn't do. Everybody wants to be married to somebody they love, and nobody wants to be married to somebody they don't love. And each one is capable of loving, of giving love and being respectful and being nurturing and being sweet. So what's holding us back?
Good question.
Look at the tzedakah box itself, the pushka. Every day we give a little bit, a few coins put a few coins into the charity box. It's the same thing in our marriage. If every single day we would put a little bit, do one good
act of kindness for your spouse.
One act of kindness for our spouse. Not a big thing, only once in a while. The poor person is not around to receive the funds. The organization is not there. They're not getting the funds yet. But we're putting in a few coins every single day. We're making it an ingrained habit. The same thing could be with our own marriages. And if we initiate, without waiting for the other spouse to act first, usually the spouse comes around and they start reciprocating.
It's like similar to what JFK said, ask not what your spouse can do for you, but what you can do for your spouse.
Shabbat Shalom.